Guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, it's been a very long time. I know the last time I sat down and shot a video like this was when I was in Saudi Arabia, and since I left, I promised you guys that I was going to make a video for you all, and here is it. So guys, yes, if you're watching the video, I left Saudi Arabia last year in December. Actually January, because I was still in Saudi Arabia till January, but I resigned in December and I came back home. And contrary to the opinion that I did not finish my contract, it's a lie. I finished my contract and I left exactly when I was supposed to leave, because it's usually calculated 60 days before 60 days before the first date of your contract. For example, my contract began February 23rd, 2023, and 60 days backward was December, I think December 4th or something, December 9th. So this video is going to be short. Number one, a lot of people was asking me, a lot of people were asking me how I moved from Saudi Arabia to the United Kingdom. So the thing is that, yes, because Nigeria is on the red list, it's been very difficult for a lot of people to get jobs. Even me, it was really difficult for me. Though I did not apply for jobs when I was in Nigeria, because I already had plans to go to Saudi Arabia for 1 year. But I did my IELTS and CBT in Nigeria before I left to Saudi Arabia, because I'm someone that always likes to have a plan B. I did not know that. I felt like if I was not going to like Saudi Arabia, I needed a route of escape, and I never wanted to come back to Nigeria yet. So I did my CBT and IELTS before I left Nigeria, thanks to the advices from my seniors that told, okay, you want to go to Saudi Arabia, it's all right, just finish this process you started. Because I started my UK process since when I was an intern. I wrote my IELTS as an intern. Even my CBT, I wrote it towards the end of my I applied for my verification towards the end of my internship, but I wrote my CBT 1 week before I traveled to Saudi Arabia, because I planned that, oh, I was no longer doing this UK thing, I'm going to Saudi Arabia. But my friends were like, do it before you go. So I just did it a week before I left. And for job application, I applied for jobs normally. I didn't come through an agency, because some people there are some agencies that recruit from Saudi Arabia. But the problem with these agencies is that they want you to have your Saudi Arabia professional exam before they can take you to the UK. And as at that time, I did not write my Saudi council exam until December, because I had problems with my data flow and some other things. Talking about data flow, we'll come back to that later. So I wrote my exam in December. In fact, my result came out after I had resigned. That's the funniest thing. So yeah. Then so I applied for a job normally through the NHS website. That was where I got the job. And I think it was because I was in Saudi Arabia, that was why I got recruited directly by the NHS. Although some people are still getting jobs from Nigeria, and I wish all my friends all the very, very best as you apply for jobs. So for all the people that have been getting job offers, congratulations. As much as the things you hear about Saudi Arabia online, most of them are true, most of them are not lies. And I don't know why when we try to tell people the things that are happening, they'll be like, oh, don't scare me. Sorry, is this absolute lipstick that is showing me shege? They'll be like, don't scare us from coming here. Nobody is scaring you from coming here. People are just preparing your mind. Because when I went to Arabia, I was really, really bullied. Yes, I was really, really bullied. Maybe because I was a really quiet person. And I'm not quiet. It's just that when I moved to a new place, I like to be quiet. I like to observe how things are going and all of that. So when I newly moved, I was really bullied until I started standing up for myself. So if you move to Arabia, you have to be someone that can stand up for yourself. Don't allow anybody to bully you. And that is the only issue I had in Saudi Arabia. The Ministry of Health were very amazing. They took care of me. They did everything for me. It was when I was leaving that I even had a problem, because they didn't want me to go. And at the end of the day, I had to book my flight ticket and zoomed off myself. I didn't get the end of the contract ticket and all of that. They said they're going to give me back the money, but I didn't say it, and baby girl has moved on. Okay, so for the agencies, on our Telegram group, we have a lot of agencies. Please, people should stop asking me on Instagram to take you to Saudi. How? I'm not an agent. How? Most people come to my DM, no, I want you to take me personally. How? Because how will I take you to Saudi Arabia personally? There is a Telegram group. Don't be lazy. Do what people are doing. I know about 20 people that have gotten an offer on that group just this last week alone. People are getting offers. Apply. Come on the group. Ask questions. That's why I created that group. I've not even really been active, but there have been a lot of people that have been so active. A lot of people that have been sending. In fact, I DM someone that say thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing it. Because it's not easy. I know that people that have gotten job offer and just disappeared from the group and did not say anything again. And they will not tell you how they did this. They will not tell. In fact, there are people on that group that have gotten job offers from LinkedIn. When I was saying people should go and start searching for jobs on LinkedIn, they got the job offers. They did not come back to tell us this is how we do it, this is how we do it. What will we do? Nothing. And if you're in Saudi Arabia and you're planning to move to the UK, it's a very, very simple thing. There are IHS centers everywhere in Saudi Arabia. If you have to travel to Jeddah, take your vacation maybe 1 week. When it's time for your vacation, 1 week before, write it. Or when you go for a vacation, write your exams and come back to Saudi and start looking for jobs. It's just that easy. The CBT center is in Jeddah. There's somewhere you can write the CBT in Jeddah. I think there are other places too, aside from Jeddah, where you can write it. I think there's an NCLEX center too that is opening up in Saudi. The only problem I have is that when I say, oh, Saudi was never a long-term goal for me. It was just part of my exploratory phase. Because I can't imagine living in a place where I have a dependent that cannot work because the policy will not allow them to work. Not because they don't want to work. If you are a woman and you move to Saudi with your husband and you don't want to work, it's okay for you. It's okay for everybody. If that is what even as a man, if you want to be a stay-at-home dad, it's all right. But I don't want a situation where my partner cannot work because they don't want to work. And because the policy does not allow them to work. Except they get a sponsorship for themselves, number one. Number two, I don't know why Saudi Arabia, I think now they've started allowing people to come with their families, which is a very, very good step in the right direction. If you're in Saudi Arabia now and you've been allowed to bring your family and you are a nurse and your family have been allowed to take their ikama and everything and your husband is allowed to work or your wife, please just drop a comment here and I'll DM you and we'll just talk about it so that I can give out more accurate information. I'm no longer in Saudi and I may not be able to give you information in real time. Do you get it? Okay, so another thing has been like people have been asking how I resigned. Oh, my resignation process was a very long one, and this is because I did not make up my mind on time. I actually got a job in May. Since I got to Saudi in February, I got a job in May, but I was like, I like this place, I don't want to go yet, let me just use my 1-year contract and leave. But something happened along the line that just be like, well, you guys should get out, I'm leaving. Because my IELTS and CBT had a 2-year time frame. So I felt like, okay, I could work for 1.5 years and just move towards the expiry of my IELTS and my CBT. But something happened in December that I just said, fuck it, I'm gone. Okay, so if you want to resign, you have to tender your resignation at least 4 months before you go. Because these people will do all they can not to let you go. They will beg you not to go. They will encourage you not to go. They will delay signing of your papers not to go. And it is just normal for an employer not to want an employee to go, especially if you are very valuable to the organization. Yes, I don't think it's a crime. But what I don't like is when they now start holding you, like maybe they start doing it like an imprisonment. That is when it becomes a problem. But I don't think Saudi Arabia does like that. But a lot of people usually abscond at the end of the day, They just say they're going on vacation and they don't come back again. For me, I really don't like that process. I don't like it. But if you studied where you are working and you know that these people will not allow you to go, these people are going to do all they can to ruin you. Do what you have to do what you have to do. I cannot give you that kind of advice, but do what you have to do what you have to do. But if you know you're working in a very good place that they'll be very understanding, they will understand that, oh, you're moving on to better things, they will allow you to go. Then go through the normal process, resign properly. That is what I did. And it took me, thankfully to God. That's what I'm saying. For me, God was really on my side because my whole resignation and everything took about 2 months before I could leave. Some other people, it takes them 6 months before they can leave. It takes them 4 months, 5 months before they can leave. But for me, I told them I'm going for my marriage. Because I didn't even have plans to resign. I just wanted to go for my marriage for 2 weeks and come back. But when they were telling me, oh, we'll be short-staffed when you go for your wedding, I was like, are you joking? That was when I told them, I said, well, I'm going. So I had to do everything I had to do so that I could leave before my marriage ceremony. I even had to postpone my marriage by 2 weeks because these people were not really, really allowing me to go. So that is how it is. If there's anything you want me to do, this is just a general overview, live update. Yes, guys, I got married. I moved to the United Kingdom with my husband, and yeah, Saudi is an amazing place. If you see my TikToks, I'll tell you I still miss Saudi Arabia so much. A lot of times I think like, oh, if I was Saudi, this would not be happening. Sometimes I'll come out from work 10 o'clock. I'll start looking for what to cook, what to do. I'm like, oh, if I was in Saudi Arabia, guys, these people would have brought food for me. This would have done this and done that. So I still miss a lot of things. I missed going out. One regret I have in Saudi Arabia, I did not really explore a lot because I was working 6 days a week. I only had 1 day off, and it was ruining my mental health. That was one of the reasons why I left Saudi Arabia. One why I left. I left because I wanted to get married. I left because the work schedule was crazy. I was even lucky because I was working in the labor ward and it wasn't that busy. Honestly, where I was flex because sometimes I will not have a patient for 2-3 days. I only go to emergency to assist them and come back. So my work was not that tedious. But people that were working in the medical surgical part of nursing in Saudi Arabia, they are seeing it too. The workload is a lot, but that does not still, if except you have a better option, don't throw out. They will say a bird in hand is worth thousand in the bush, and that is what it was. When I passed my IELTS and CBT, I did not sit back in Nigeria because I had passed it. I moved on to Saudi Arabia because I knew, okay, this is a step higher. Don't stay in one place. When you get Saudi Arabia too, find out to move. People in UK, I want to move to here. I don't know if I want to move anywhere yet too, because I'm still enjoying my life. But then, if you are somewhere that is not comfortable for you, please find a way to move. You are a nurse. As a nurse, your RN is a visa to see the world. Don't restrict yourself. Don't restrict yourself. Don't work under unfavorable conditions. If you're in Saudi Arabia and you want to leave, I know a lot of people have reached out to me that, oh God, I'm suffering in Saudi Arabia. I'm like, okay, you want to leave Saudi Arabia. I'm not saying not to leave, but put things in place. If you want to go back to Nigeria, make sure you are going back to fall back on something. Not that you go back to Nigeria and start hustling for 50k jobs with people that have, I don't know. Don't do that to yourself. This, whatever you're going through in Saudi now, if you leave and go back to Nigeria with what Nigeria is saying now, Shege Banzadan Braba, that is what you are going to go and, if you don't have plans, except you are saving up a lot of money to go and establish yourself in Nigeria, yes, that is a very good plan. But don't go back to Nigeria without a solid plan. Don't resign from your current job without a solid plan. Please. Thank you guys so much. I hope I'm able to do more videos as time goes on, because in this, it's not like I'm busy. I have more time here. I have more days off. But I don't know why it's so difficult to set up my camera like this and make videos like this. I'm trying to learn to get a hang of TikTok on how to make all those captions video, but it's not working. I don't know. Maybe you guys can give me tips on how you people are doing your social media creation thing. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. If you have any question that you want to ask me, come to my DM. People know that I'm very, very accessible, especially on Instagram and Telegram. I hope to do a question and answer session later. I'll put out a link for a question and answer session later in the week and see if I can do that, or if we can do a live on TikTok or something. Thank you for watching my videos. Yes, I'm alive. Everybody has been commenting on my YouTube that, where am I? Yes, I'm here. I'm alive. Look at me. Your baby girl is glowing. She's shining. Bye, guys.